$1,550 up to $2,590 per month for SSDI in 2024 with the new SGA limits for blind and non-blind beneficiaries. This is specifically focused on Social Security disability. I have all the details and exactly what you need to know about this information right here in the video. Let's get right into it. All right, now as you can probably tell, we have a lot to talk about right here in this video. However, before we get into it any further, I do want to clarify and emphasize this is specifically focused on SSDI beneficiaries, Social Security disability, which encompasses about 9 million people all across the country, not to be mistaken with SSI, Supplemental Security Income, or any of the other benefits administered by the Social Security Administration, including but not limited to retirement, spousal, survivors, widowers benefits, and a whole lot more. Just SSDI. Now, this is very important because the numbers and parameters we're going to be talking about here in the video are just for SSDI in 2024. We have a lot to cover here. If you are an SSDI beneficiary or you know somebody who is an SSDI beneficiary, please share this video with them. Right down below the video, there is a share button to share this with them. Very important stuff because I can tell you this much. If you exceed these limits I'm about to share with you here in this video, your benefits will be garnished and or potentially even ended, stopped. That's scary for a lot of people, right? So again, very, very important stuff. Also, as long as you're down below the video sharing this with your friends, family, and social media, make sure to subscribe down below. Totally free to do so. There's the big subscribe button down there. There's a lot of things that are going on right now, and I'm here for you right by your side every single day to clarify and to talk you through all the confusing points. Also, make sure to hit the like button, the thumbs up down there as well. It helps other people find this video, and it gives me anonymous feedback on videos like this to better understand, did I follow through? And share with you exactly what I said I was going to. Was it helpful? Was it informative? Was it educational? And again, was it helpful with all the information that I covered? So again, thanks again, subscribe, share the video, and again, hit that like button, and let's get into it and uncover all of this information you need to know about SSDI in 2024. All right, so we have a lot to cover here, okay? A lot of different things. I want to share with you these dollar amounts. So here's what it comes down to. It all pertains to working/income in 2024 for SSDI beneficiaries, okay? Now again, when I say working, that's a very vague term, okay? When a lot of us think about working, we think, that means we're reporting to a 9 to 5, right? No, not necessarily. It means income. So basically what I should be saying is rather than working, I should be saying it's all pertaining to income in 2024 and an SSDI beneficiary, okay? And when I say income, I mean it could be selling stuff on the side of the road. It could be buying stuff online and selling it online again. It could be buying stuff at garage sales and selling it online. It could be working a traditional 9 to 5. It could be working part-time. It could be a side hustle. It could be a small business that you've started. Whatever. Anything that produces income, this is what we're talking about here, okay? And how many people right now are working a side hustle, a small business, something like that? A huge percentage of the population. In fact, I saw some reports, nearly 70% of the population right now has some kind of second job/side hustle or small business that they're working on. Why? Because nobody has any money. That's why. So people are trying to drum up a little bit extra money basically through all these other sources. So anyway, that's a totally different point we can talk about in a different video. All right, so here's what it comes down to. The new SGA limits for 2024. In other words, SGA stands for substantial gainful activity. In other words, they give you this line in the sand. They basically say, hey, if you are a blind beneficiary, you get to earn X dollars. If you're a non-blind SSDI beneficiary, you get to earn X dollars. If you exceed the limits, then you're considered SGA. You're engaging in substantial gainful activity. In other words, they're really going to start to question your disability at that point. In other words, do you really need to get benefits anymore if you're earning over the thresholds, right? Because then they think, hey, you have the ability to earn more than, the limits we put in place. Maybe you don't need SSDI benefits anymore. That's what I'm saying. Very important stuff here, okay? All right, so before I get ahead of myself, let me walk you through these steps here one by one and clarify. So they break SSDI benefits down into two categories, blind and non-blind. You've got to know which category you fall into because the numbers are very different. Now, let me just say this much. It's very easily understood. If you're receiving SSDI benefits because you're blind, you're visually impaired, you're low vision, you can't see very well, whatever it is, if blindness or low vision is your disability, then you fall in probably to the blind category. If you filed for SSDI benefits because of low vision, then this is the category you're in, most likely. Now, if you filed for SSDI benefits because of a different disability, and again, the list is very long. Again, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even know what the list could even encompass as far as all the different disabilities. There's a ton of them out there. But if you filed for SSDI benefits for something other than your eyesight, other than your vision, you'd probably fall into the non-blind category, okay? Just keep that in mind. You know this, okay? All right, so now that we got that out of the way, here's what it comes down to. For non-blind beneficiaries, SGA, or the income threshold on a monthly basis in 2024 is $1,550 a month. For blind beneficiaries, SGA, or the earnings threshold, in other words, you can earn up to the limit, don't exceed it if you want to keep your benefits, for blind beneficiaries is $2,590 a month, okay? These are the two limits. As you can see there, it's a difference of $1,000. In fact, to be exact, $1,040 difference between non-blind and blind beneficiaries. So that's why I said you got to know which category you fall into, because the income thresholds are very, very different, and it would be ugly if you were in the wrong category and, again, you earned way over the limit, okay? So that's why you got to know. Again, $1,550 per month as a non-blind and $2,590 a month as blind beneficiaries. All right. Now that we have that determined, how do we know what this comes down to, and how do you determine if you're within that threshold? It is this much. Your income, not including your benefit, income earned from whatever. It could be working a 9 to 5. It could be an hourly pay. It could be salary. It could be whatever it happens to be. If you're selling stuff, whatever your income could potentially be, reported income, this is what it comes down to. These are the thresholds, okay? So just keep these numbers in mind here. So if you earn over that limit, your benefit would not be payable during that period because you've earned over the limit. In other words, you've proven to Social Security, hey, look at me. I can do it. I can earn a substantial income, right? According to their definition. So again, that's why I'm saying you've got to pay attention to this stuff, okay? If you earn over the limit for too long, well, guess what? Then you're gonna completely lose your benefit. Now, again, I also completely recognize there is the trial work period. I'm not talking about the trial work period right now. That is a totally different topic. And during the trial work period, you can earn as much as you want per month. It doesn't matter. There's no limit. But again, we can cover that in a different video because otherwise it's just going to confuse things with stuff going on. So these are the limits. Now, next, what else I want to share with you. This is based on gross income, not net or take-home income, okay? Those are two very, very different numbers. Gross pay is your pay. Let's just say that you work, an hourly wage, or you work per hour. You get an hourly salary, okay? Whatever your gross is, that is, the total amount before any deductions like taxes, as in federal taxes, state taxes, Social Security taxes, Medicare taxes, anything like that. Gross is total income before any deductions, okay? It's based on gross, not what you get to take home and deposit into the bank or cash out and do whatever you want, okay? So that's what's very important about this. So the reason I want to make that point very kind of emphasize that is because if you focus on net, well, then you're going to be over the limit, because if you earn right up to that threshold as net, you're going to be well over in your gross income, okay? Because remember, federal taxes, state taxes, if you're in a state that has state taxes, and then we have FICA, again, that is Social Security and Medicare taxes, all those things like that. Those come out of your check before you even see a penny of it. Therefore, you got to take that into consideration. Look at gross, the big number on the top of your pay stub, total earnings before deductions, okay? All right, and again, I want to emphasize this as well. This does not include your monthly benefit. So let's just say that you get a $1,000 monthly benefit from SSDI. It's not including that, okay? So for a non-blind beneficiary, for example, it's $1,550 is the SGA limit, okay? If you have a $1,000 monthly benefit, that does not mean you only get $550 of income and then you exceed the limit. No, it's $1,550 above and beyond your $1,000 monthly benefit. Does that make sense? Okay? So, hope all this answers your question. But again, these are very important limits. And again, I want to throw this out there really quickly. Let's just say that right now you're not working. You don't have an income other than your SSDI benefit. That's fine. It doesn't matter. But remember, this is through the course of the entire year of 2024. Let's just say that we go out all the way until maybe, I don't know, July, August, September, something like that. And you're thinking, hey, I need some income here. I need to do something and to generate a little bit of income to make ends meet here. And you start doing something. Well, these numbers still apply the entire year of 2024, and they will be updating again 2025. So pretty important. So just jot these numbers down, keep note of this information, and just remember this applies all of the 2024. Now next, one more other thing that I want to point out really quickly. I want to say this much. If you are currently working or generating some kind of income, regardless of where that is coming from, or if you have plans to start working or generating an income, and again, by working, I'm not necessarily meaning you got to go out and get a 9-to-5. I am not saying that. In fact, I'd be the last person to tell you that because I don't even do that. I haven't done that in a long time, okay? The last time that I had a traditional job was in 2008. What is that, 16 years ago? Yeah. It's been a long time since I've worked a traditional job. I've done a lot of other things, but not working a traditional job. Why? It's not for me. It hasn't been for me, okay? I can tell you that story in a separate video, but traditional jobs are not for me. I can tell you that much, okay? My point is, the whole thing about this is just if you don't plan on working right now, just keep all these numbers in mind, okay? They will come into play if you ever start to generate any kind of income in the total calendar year of 2024, okay? So best practices, here's what I would say. Call Social Security. If you have plans on making any type of income outside of your regular SSDI check, call Social Security. It's not a problem. They will not scold you. You will not be in trouble. They will not cut your benefits. They will not send you a pink slip. They will not send you an overpayment letter unless you try to hide it from them and you earn over the limits. Then guess what? All of those things could potentially happen, okay? Now again, I don't want to say for sure because I don't know your exact situation, but my point is don't hide anything from them. It's not worth it. They will find out. I guarantee it, okay? It might take them a little while to find out, but they will. And you'll get a letter and you're not going to be happy, okay? I'm just promising you that much. Do not hide it. Be transparent with them. There's no problem with being transparent. Be honest. Tell them the truth. They don't care. They will help you through this process. They will help you maximize your earnings and help you keep your SSDI check, okay? I've actually gone on the phone. This was a couple years ago. I called Social Security and I said, hey, walk me through the process. What would I need to do if I were in this situation? Tell me what you got to do. And they said, well, we would ask you a series of questions, including where are you going to be working? How many hours are you going to be working a week? What's your hourly pay going to be? And a whole variety of other questions and things like this, okay? Then they will run the calculations for you and help you determine exactly how many hours you can work per week based on your hourly pay to make sure that you stay within your SGA. Have you ever run into somebody who receives SSDI and they say something along the lines of, I can only work 14 hours a week? And you think, that's kind of odd. Why can you only work 14 hours a week? And they say, because if I work 15 hours a week, I'm going to lose my SSDI. I know for a fact you've talked to somebody like that. I know I've talked to numerous people like that. You've probably heard that before, right? Over the course of your entire life, you've probably run into somebody who has said something like that. And that's the reason why, because they've gone through the process. They've run the calculations and they know I can work exactly 14 hours, not a minute longer, otherwise I will lose my SSDI, okay? That's why I'm saying that. They will walk you through that process. So anyway, best practices, as I always like to say, just call Social Security. They don't care. You can have an income and they will help you. The problems come in when you try to hide it and you earn over the limit, then look out because you're getting an overpayment letter and it's not going to be good. I could promise you that much, okay? They're going to ask for a bunch of money back, and who has the money? Nobody. Nobody has the money, okay? That's why it's so bad. So anyway, hope this helps you. Again, I just want to wrap this up here. I hope I covered everything that I said I was going to. I did. This is everything that I wanted to cover for you. It's a lot of information. If you need to, go back and listen to this again. Very important numbers here for SSDI. Now, for retirement and survivors and spousal and widowers and SSI and all the other benefits administered by Social Security, your limits are very different, okay? I will cover all of those in different dedicated videos because that is a whole other can of worms per beneficiary. There's a lot of different things that we need to talk about. So anyway, SSDI beneficiaries, I hope this helps you out. Please leave your comments, your questions, your feedback down below. Let me know what I can do for you. If you need me to come back and elaborate on this, I can definitely do that for you. Not a problem whatsoever. Otherwise, share this with your friends, family, social media. Go back and watch this video again if you need to. Jot the numbers down. Stick them away somewhere. And if you need to refer back to them, then you have the information for you through the entire year of 2024. Anyway, Enjoy. Please subscribe down below. Hit the like button, hit the thumbs up, share the video, go back and check out any of the other thousands and thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, that's it. Have a nice day, and I'll catch you again later.